So I did not expect to talk to you guys today. I thought it was going to be a day off. We would have no Blue Jays talk today. And there'd be no games and miserable stuff to talk about. But the fire sale has started. As you guys can probably tell by the title, the Toronto Blue Jays have traded, first baseman / outfielder Steve Pearce to the Boston Red Sox. In return, the Jays receive cash considerations and infielder Santiago Espinal. Now, a lot of Jays fans have mixed feelings, and I'm going to break down why this is a good move for this team. First off, everyone's going to freak out saying, "Oh, we get another shortstop. What the heck's this? Well, we don't need him." Well, to get really good players at trade deadlines and stuff like that, you have to have a good minor league system. I apologize in advance, guys. Got a pimple going here. It's a mighty one, so that's why it looks like that. I apologize, but how did we get Teoscar Hernandez at the trade deadline last year? Well, they had an influx of outfielders. They didn't need him, so they traded him. They got a Francisco Liriano. Yeah, he wasn't all that great, but they got a World Series with him. They'll take that any day. Now, for the Red Sox, they get, again, this is why the Jays traded Steve Pearce. First off, he hasn't really been healthy all year. When he has been, though, he has been very good. Hit .291 for the Jays. But the thing is, in the 80 games that we played, he played a total of 26. He's been injured most of the year. Yeah, he had a very good 26 games. But he's 35 years of age, and this is his last year of his contract. So why would you want to keep him around? Because of what he's done for this team? The 2 grand slams in a week last year? For coming off the DL and hitting a 3-run shot against the Angels in a couple last week? That's why you want to keep him around? No. The Blue Jays brass and Blue Jay fans, real fans, know that this team is not making the playoffs, so a 35-year-old expiring contract has got to go. And yes, it wasn't a J Happ getting moved, and it wasn't a big one, but you got rid of an expiring contract, you got cash, and you got a young infielder, 23 years of age. Now, done talking about Steve Pearce and what we're giving up. What did we get in return? Well, cash considerations is always a good thing to have. It's not a big thing, but what tells me now, Santiago Espinal is not a guy to snub your nose at. Now, I understand, guys, he is 23 years of age in high A ball. Put that in perspective, Jays fans, he would be in Dunedin playing with the Dunedin Blue Jays. And yeah, he's 23 years old, so that's like, I'm not so sure about that. But he has slowly gone through the rankings for the Red Sox. He has got to the high A ball this year, and he has been very, very good this year for the, I don't even know what the team name is down there, Salem. I think he's hitting .314 down there. He had 15 doubles, 3 triples, 7 home runs, and 32 RBIs in only 64 games. And if I'm not mistaken, I think I saw on Twitter or something that he had a 15-game hit streak or something like that going until he got pulled today or something like that because of the trade. But guys, yeah, we don't technically need a shortstop for the future. But why not stockpile and get depth? Why did the Blue Jays get Aledmus Diaz and Yangervis Solarte this year? They needed depth at shortstop, depth at third base and second base because you didn't really know what you were going to get with Devin Travis. Well, Donaldson and Tulowitzki's been hurt all year. That's why Diaz is your everyday shortstop, because you actually have a guy. Instead of having a Darwin Barney, Ryan Goins flip and you don't know what you're going to get, Diaz is that everyday shortstop. Solarte, for the most part, has played third base because Donaldson can't stay healthy. So imagine if you did not sign those guys. Depth. That is how you do. That's how you're never going to go through a season with your 25-man roster like that, and that's it. It's never going to happen that way. You need extra guys. Espinal, heck, he could come over here and start ripping it up and jump through the levels like crazy. I don't know. But all I know is that we got a 23-year-old shortstop who will either go to high A Dunedin or maybe even get the boot right up to double A New Hampshire. Where he'll play, I'm not sure, because Bo Bichette's at shortstop, so I'm not too sure about that. I think Jonathan Davis, I think it is, he's at, or maybe he's an outfielder, I'm not too sure, but I think he'll start off in Dunedin for a little bit, get his feet under him in a new organization, and then see what happens after that. But all I know, guys, is we got a 23-year-old for a 35-year-old. Do we need to say anything else? Steve Pearce is not going to bring us in a top-notch prospect. It's just not going to happen. Even if he hit 350 on the year, it's not happening. He's an expiring contract at 35 years old. I'm happy with this move. Now, would I have loved a different position other than a shortstop? Yeah, probably. But I'm not going to complain. We all preach about tanking and getting this team younger. 35, 23. You got a little bit better, plus a little bit of cash considerations as well. So you know what? I mean, I'm happy with it. It wasn't the biggest domino to fall, but seeing what we got for Steve Pearce, a 23-year-old, that I don't really know what to expect from, but you never really know. What can we get for a guy like Jay Happ? A good closer like Ryan Tepera, except for in his last outing against Houston. What can you expect? Some good return. But this, guys, is the first domino to fall for the Jays. They have a bunch of expiring contracts. Estrada, like we said, Jay Happ. Justin Smoke is another one. You know, guys like that have expired. Curtis Granderson signed to a one-year deal. He could possibly be on the move. Sangwano, Tyler Clipper, John Axford, all those guys are on one-year contracts. So you could start seeing these guys pop off for younger prospects, like we see here from Steve Pearce. Now, obviously, the more effective and the better the season the guy is having, the better off you'll be. The better prospect you'll get. But I think for the return we got for Steve Pearce, I'm fine with it. We're not going to get anything crazy. If we just got straight-up cash considerations, I would have been frustrated. But you got a player that has a little bit of potential. I'm not going to complain. All right? So you know what, guys? That is going to do it for this one. You guys enjoyed this video, and you guys enjoyed this. You guys liked the trade for the Jays for a future perspective, because that's really all we have to look forward to right now, because the now is not really that great for the Blue Jays. Hit that like button. I do appreciate that. Hit the subscribe button if you guys have not already. Comment down below. What'd you think of the trade? I think it was a good one. What do you guys think about the deal? If you're thinking about cap space, it frees it up, and it really doesn't mean anything to me. Actually, maybe it does, I guess, with signing Donaldson and everything, but I can't really see that happening. Plus, with his health the way it is, can't see that thing happening. But I want to hear what you guys have to say about the trade. Would you like? Would you not like? Was there another player that you would have wanted in the mix realistically? Because, yeah, we would have loved to get Andrew Benintendi, but it's not going to happen for Steve Pearce. Realistically, guys, was there any other people there? You look at the top 30 prospects for the Red Sox or something. Pick one, maybe. What would you have liked to have realistically? All right, and that's going to do it for this one, and we'll talk to you guys Tuesday podcast edition as, breaking down Leafs, Raptors, Jays, all that on Tuesday. Link is in the description, guys, for the podcast channel and for the podcast itself on iTunes. Twitter is down below. Follow up, send me a DM, do all that great stuff. And I will talk to you guys tomorrow night as the Blue Jays look to start off the homestand on the right note with the Detroit Tigers coming to town. 7:07 first pitch. Marcus Stroman versus former Blue Jay Francisco Liriano, traded last year at the deadline by the Blue Jays. Steve Pearce, Gonzo. So, hey, we'll talk to you guys tomorrow night. Not really a new team, but no Steve Pearce. That's really the only difference in tomorrow's lineup for the Blue Jays. We'll talk to you guys then, hoping for a good outing from the Stro Show.